From the Albuquerque Journal, this is the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. It's Thursday, April 23rd. Here's what we're covering on today's episode. A federal appeals court has ruled that private landowners in New Mexico cannot block public access to rivers like the Pecos. The 10th Circuit Court of Appeals upheld a lower court's decision rejecting claims that the state illegally took property rights by allowing public use of stream beds. The judge said landowners failed to prove that they had a clear legal right to keep people out. The ruling reinforces a 2022 New Mexico Supreme Court decision that the public can fish, recreate, and even touch stream beds beneath public waters. State officials and conservation groups praised the decision as a win for public access, while property owners argued it overturns long-standing assumptions about private control of stream beds. New Mexico's workforce is feeling the strain from significant federal job losses, with about 2,700 positions cut over the past year. The decline has pushed the state's unemployment rate to 4.7%, its highest since 2022, and highlights how reliant the state is on federal employment. At agencies like the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, where staffing is down roughly 25%, the lack of employees is making it harder to protect at-risk species, with remaining employees taking on heavier workloads. While state and private sector job gains have softened the blow, losses in construction and manufacturing, partly tied to immigration policy, are offsetting that growth. Economists warn that rising inflation and ongoing federal uncertainty could create tougher economic conditions in the months ahead. New Mexico has finalized new rules to allow geothermal energy development on state trust lands, a move officials say could make the state a national leader in the industry. Land Commissioner Stephanie Garcia Richards says the state has enough geothermal potential, which is estimated at 163 gigawatts, to far exceed current electricity needs. The rule, which is taking effect in May, gives the commissioner broad control over leases, including setting royalty rates, bonding requirements, and what project information can remain confidential. Supporters point to existing and planned projects, including the 150 megawatt plant tied to Meta's Los Lunas data center, as signs of momentum. But transparency advocates warn that allowing developers to keep some resource data private could limit public oversight of how state lands are used. And Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham has ordered the creation of a new 13-member Energy Affordability Council as New Mexicans face rising electricity bills and hotter temperatures. The group will study how to modernize the state's power grid while limiting costs for consumers, with recommendations due by November 1st. The move comes amid concerns about wildfire risks to infrastructure, ongoing rate increases tied to utility upgrades, and debates over energy-hungry developments like the Project Jupiter data center. The council includes state officials and utility industry leaders and reflects the governor's broader push for clean energy and emission limit efforts that have faced resistance in the legislature. Any final policy decisions will likely be left to the next governor, since Lujan Grisham is term limited. The leading news is powered by the journalism of the Albuquerque Journal. If you enjoy hearing all of the stories we share with you here daily, please consider becoming a digital subscriber to the Journal by utilizing the discount code in our show notes. Every subscription helps support local journalism and allows us to provide you with the news that matters to you. Now taking a look at Albuquerque's weather forecast. Today you can expect sunny skies with a high near 76, and as for this evening, partly cloudy with a low around 39. To keep up with all the latest news from the Albuquerque Journal, you can visit our website at abqjournal.com. That's the leading news. I'm Gino Gutierrez. We'll be back tomorrow.